Leo, hello, and welcome to your Fall 2024 Shapeshift reading, where we're looking at the shape you're shifting out of, the shape you're shifting into, and what that shapeshift looks and feels like for the fall season. I'm Andy, I'm your reader, and I'm joined today by the Willcox Tarot and Oracle deck. Beautiful deck, very excited to share it with you. Leo, this deck has major arcana cards, it has zodiac cards, and it has oracle cards. Okay, let's look at your shapeshift for the fall season. So many people are getting this Empress. I mean, I love to see it. It's a beautiful Venusian, just a lovely card. Okay, what else for Leo? Okay. Okay. Let's look at this together. There's this, so the mountain is an obstacle. It's like a huge looming hunk of rock right in the middle of this spread. It's like there's a huge obstacle in the way. Some sort of looming barrier that seems to be preventing you from like either like romance or like some sort of emotional new beginning. Doesn't have to be emotional, I guess. But like when I see the Empress, I see Venus in this deck, and Venus wants to bring union, wants to bring two forces together in harmony, in relationship, in connection. And those two forces don't have to be like just romantic engagements, but it's like there's this union that wants to happen, but there's a huge obstacle in the way. And interestingly, there's that star on top on the mountain's peak, which we're seeing two layers of clouds. So that's very, very, very high in the sky is how big this obstacle is and how high this thing reaches. Venus is capable of reaching that, interestingly, because we see the Empress literally reaching. She finds the stars here in the plants, like here on Earth. Interesting, that's Venus as the ruler of Taurus. But she can also reach high enough up into the sky, Venus as the ruler of Libra. So the Empress, oh, and her like arm, her wingspan is the same angle as the angle of the side of the mountain. Okay, so that's kind of, wow. Okay, so there's an obstacle in the way. I'm thinking about Saturn. Can be Mars too. There's an obstacle in the way that is preventing some sort of like union or connection from happening. And it looks like it's like because the Fool card is here, it's like you want there to be this whole new relational chapter in your life. Like you're looking for this next part of your life to just be like so much sweetness and sensuality and like love and connection and harmony. And you're looking to start that new chapter of your life and like clear out the old with the Fool. The Fool is ready to like take a leap of faith and start a whole new journey. And especially with that flaming heart right at eye level, that seems to be what the Fool is looking at. You're ready to like break the chains from the past, maybe like connections or relationships, and like really move forward and like reach for a new love or a new connection. But there's this huge obstacle in the way, and it's not insurmountable because I do see that the Empress is able to reach that star and bring that star down to Earth. But it will not be without like significant effort or like time or relocation or something like that. Okay? So you're ready to start a new chapter, or you're wanting to start a whole new chapter for your heart in some way. But something is saying no, or there seems to be some sort of blockage, some sort of thing standing in the way. And like, see how like the angle of the side of the mountain matches the angle of the wingspan of the Empress of Venus. You can do it. You can reach this goal of yours to be in like beautiful, harmonious connections or relationships or career, like whatever that is for you. Money, abundance. You can do it, but it will not be easy. It may not come quickly, and it with the mountain as the obstacle, it may not be right now. There may be this like whole journey you gotta go on first to get to that new beginning. You gotta reach the mountaintop first to get to that Venus star in the sky. And it's from that space that you will have the perspective to get a fuller picture, a fuller, greater understanding. Maybe you need some distance from something before you could really be ready for a new chapter like that. And like, you don't think you do, but you do. You know, it's something like that. Like Saturn having your best interest in mind here, even if it's like doesn't feel great in the short term to you. Who else? Hold on. What was I gonna say? I don't know. It'll come to me. Okay. You're ready to start a new chapter, but not yet. It's not there yet. There's some larger forces that need to be worked out before you can actually be ready for this. Very, very interesting, Leo. Interesting too that like you might need to cross a large distance, or you might need to like there's something about the mountain that implies like a journey. Either like, and when I think of Saturn, I think of like a long haul. In it for the long haul. Like be in it with, this is Venus Saturn energy. So like look at what Venus Saturn aspects are happening in the sky at the time of this reading, in your natal chart maybe. Like what, you gotta be willing to be with Venus, to kind of like stick with her for the long haul, because Saturn is like making you wait. Because maybe there's some like maturing to do. Maybe there's still some growing up to do before you'd be really, really ready for that new beginning, for that actual leap of faith. Like maybe you're just not there yet, and that's okay. Okay, Leo, you know, Mars is going retrograde in your sign December 6th, and then it'll spend most of its retrograde in Cancer, but it's gonna start in Leo, and that is a significant moment. And it could sort of amplify that sense of difficulty of like, man, like why does this hurt? Why does this suck? Why is this so painful? This thing that I'm reaching for, like why is it gotta be so high up there? Why does it feel like I'll never make it up there? But you will. Again, like the Empress has that wingspan. Venus has the capacity to go the long haul with Saturn. Like Venus and Saturn have this good relationship. The astrologers out there just like looking for times when Venus and Saturn have mutual reception. Maybe times when it feels more possible. Okay, Leo, we're gonna get into this now. I'm gonna use some other decks and we're gonna get specific clarity on what this is really showing us about your fall 2024 experience. So if you'd like to follow me for the rest of that reading, click the link below and that will take you to the shifting space. This is where we investigate these readings together over the course of the season. We watch the readings together. We chat about the astrology transits as they happen in real time. And we pull cards for each other. So if that sounds like something that you want to check out, click that link and I'll see you for the rest of this reading. And I can't help but notice that the Knight of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck, encouraging you and amplifying that message that you need to take your time and that this will take time, and it's like you need to slow your roll. So let me say this, don't jump into a relationship, Leo. Like if you're free or whatever, if you're like single and ready to mingle, this reading is kind of like, don't just jump right into a relationship. Like there's, yeah, interesting. 3 of Cups is like, focus on friends, you know? What is this reading reminding me of? Maybe the Gemini reading a little bit, actually. Knight of Pentacles and 6 of Wands keeps coming out, like no matter how much I shuffle this deck. Oh, interesting. Oh my God, we're already getting to clarifying. But essentially, like based on the pain of the past that you've experienced, it's slow and steady wins the race. Okay, focus on friendships. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say on this side of things. If you wanna watch the rest of it, I'll see you there.